Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. We've talked a lot this past month, 2 months really, about the parry dexterity bug. We've talked for a year now about the game crashing bug. We've talked extensively about lag and dropped frame rates. But some of you have reached out to me recently. I haven't done a video on it until today because I didn't have video to show you of something that's becoming more common for your Alliance War experience. And the reason why I've done a video on this is because since I don't do Alliance War, unless somebody reaches out to me with some visual evidence of an issue, I don't feel like it's a good enough video, unless maybe it's a forum post, to really talk about something. But you've reached out to me saying that you've noticed a bunch of changes in the AI, not just in Alliance War, but in the game in general. And I will say, the biggest change that I've noticed, and it's kind of amazing to me, is that I always start off fights, always, by parrying. And for 4+ years, it was just a guarantee that they would, if the AI was aggressive, if it was active, if it was hard, it would immediately hit into me. And so I would start off fight by hitting block. I timed the parry perfectly, and I would be on the offensive, and I start off by doing damage, and it feels good, right? Well, now I've been doing this. This has happened the last couple months. I'll start off with parry, and the defender will immediately heavy attack. It's like they anticipate parry before I do it and counter. And it's kind of amazing that the AI can now do that. I haven't been wrecked too badly from that. And if I can tell that they're doing a heavy, I'll dash back. But of course, if I don't, I do get a little wrecked. Well, all that's to say the devil's advocate here has been going crazy in Alliance War because on this node, I think it's node 52, he is fighting Immortal Hulk. And this is going to look very familiar to you, unfortunately. But look at him trying to bait this special 2. Now, I'm going to remove my webcam for a second so you can see where Immortal Hulk's power is, and we're going to do that now. Check out Immortal Hulk's power. So he is trying to make sure that it is not on, obviously, a special 3. He's trying to bait him to fire a special 2, but Immortal Hulk is not concerned at all about firing that special. He is essentially treating it like an all or nothing node. And he's been dancing around until he's backed up in a corner. And, you just hope that he fires it. But Immortal Hulk, again, has no desire, no goal to fire off that special. It is essentially an all or nothing node. And so now he takes a heavy to the face. He has no choice to fire off a special 3 before Immortal Hulk fires his special 3. And if you don't remember what an all or nothing node is, it's that the defender will not fire a special until they get to a special 3. And so Immortal Hulk, who was asleep at the wheel of firing specials, now suddenly, what do you know? He's going to wake up and remember how to fire a special. And of course, with only 14% health left, this guy is going to be more than knocked out. Let's bring me back for the end of this. Here we are. I know that this hasn't just been an issue in Alliance War, but the stakes are so much higher than Alliance Quest or Event Quest because, well, it's a lot more expensive to keep going and your whole alliance is on the line. So Alliance War is really, and look, I got out of it for a number of reasons. I didn't like the pressure. I found it to be really stressful. In fact, I would get anxiety, and sometimes I'd have dreams about failing an Alliance War and letting my whole alliance down. I felt like I was having Alliance War PTSD. So people ask me, Prof, I'm so burnt out. What should I do to still play the game? And the first thing I ask is, well, do you do Alliance War? Because if you do Alliance War, the first thing you need to do is not do Alliance War. And if that means going alliance-less, great. But there's also several alliances out there, especially if you search Global Chat, even though it's the Wild West of MCOC. There are so many alliances out there that either only do 1 BG or 2 BGs of Alliance War or no Alliance War. So that's my first advice. But I don't miss this at all. I never did Alliance War when Immortal Hulk was in the game because I quit years ago. But at the same time, it's beyond frustrating when you're already fighting a really good defender when they are able to fire off specials to have this happen. So I wanted to do this video, and I appreciate Mr. Devil's Advocate for hitting me up with this. I want to do a video just asking people if they've seen AI more and more, particularly in Alliance War, act like it's an all or nothing node. And you don't have to just talk about Alliance War if there's other game methods that you've seen this increase. The problem is this is not a bug. this is just the AI. So whereas Kabam can say, well, we'll get on this, Kabam is not going to do anything about this because this is just making them more money, and it's not something that they can claim is not working as intended. So, yeah, talk about frustrating, right? Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Have a great rest of your weekend.